Following a large raid at a Scottsbluff business back in January, Jeffrey Calder has learned his fate for his role in a multi-agency sex trafficking investigation. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a Scottsbluff businessman arrested in January as part of a sex trafficking investigation has learned his fate after he accepted a plea deal earlier this year. In September, Jeffrey Calder pleaded no contest to amended charges of solicitation of prostitution, 2 counts of attempted possession of a short shotgun, and false reporting, which were all Class 1 misdemeanors. In the agreement, Calder would not be required to register as a sex offender, and he agreed to testify in the state's sex trafficking and forcible sexual assault case against James Jimmy Gutierrez. Calder was sentenced to a total of 180 days in jail plus $2,500 in fines yesterday in Scottsbluff County District Court. Well, the principal at Gering High School has been placed on administrative leave. According to a letter sent to parents and patrons dated December 10th, district administration took the action involving Rocky Schneider on December 6th. As noted in the letter, Gering Public Schools told KNEB that there would be no further comment as it is a personnel matter. The letter says administrators knew the absence creates questions among students and parents, and district personnel are working with building administrators and staff supporting and encouraging regular school operations. Mario Chavez is taking over as interim principal. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, you don't have to be like a tortoise and carry your home on your back. They have mortgage experts that can help you finance the home that's perfect for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer looking for your next home or simply want to refinance the home you're in, the experienced lenders at Platte Valley Bank are there to help. Contact them at pvbank.com or call and visit with one of the mortgage experts to take advantage of great rates at Platte Valley Bank.
Welcome back. Former Governor Dave Heineman says he will not run for his old office next year, shutting the door on a possible candidacy that would have brought another well-known figure into the gubernatorial race. Heineman, a Republican who is the state's longest-serving governor, announced his decision in a message to friends. Heineman would have joined a competitive GOP primary field that includes University of Nebraska Regent Jim Pillen of Columbus, Fall City business executive Charles Harbster, State Senator Brent Lindstrom of Omaha, former State Senator Teresa Thibodeau of Omaha, Breland Rindor, a Omaha Information Technology Manager, and Michael Connolly, a Lincoln Educational Advisor. Well, more than 350 degrees will be conferred on Friday during UNK's commencement, including a good representation from the Panhandle. Graduate and undergraduate degrees will be conferred for 387 winter graduates at University of Nebraska at Kearney. Of those, 17 are students from Nebraska Panhandle communities. Those cities being represented include Rushville, Chapel, Bridgeport, Bayard, and Sidney. And an attorney for Nebraska Congressman Jeff Fortenberry is arguing that the congressman's prosecution on charges of making false statements to federal authorities is politically motivated. Defense attorney John Littrell says Fortenberry will argue that he's facing, quote, a political prosecution for his statements to federal authorities who are investigating illegal campaign contributions from a foreign national. Prosecutors disputed the accusation, asserting that Fortenberry lied to federal officials during their investigation into $180,000 in campaign contributions to 4 U.S. politicians from a Nigerian billionaire. Well, coming up after the break, immense wind gusts pummeled the state today. Bill Boyer's got your midweek forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
The Verizon family is full of frowns because they're spending too much for their unlimited data and phones, while the Viero family is all smiles because they're getting 4 lines of unlimited data with 2 free Apple iPhone SE for mom and dad and 2 free LG K31 smartphones for the kids, all for just $100 a month. They're saving so much, they're able to get Fido. Find out how you can too at Viero.com or your nearest Viero store. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, we have windy conditions out there early this evening. Those winds are going to die down, starting to die down already across the region from where we were earlier, and temps are going to fall down into the 20s. Boy, we had a damaging wind event underway that continues here through the evening hours. We've had gusts of 60 to 80 miles an hour reported today, with widespread, strong, and damaging winds out there as well. Multi-state areas have been impacted. Now, the winds are going to die down here as we go through the evening hours, west to east across the state. Have some issues here reporting some of our almanac data the last couple of days. We'll work on trying to get those updated for you. 29 right now in Scottsbluff. That's after we had temps in the eastern part of the state that had record high temperatures, all-time record highs in Lincoln and Omaha. That cold front has made its way through, and boy, look at these temps. 22 in Gordon, 22 in Lusk, 24 right now in Alliance. There's those winds, still very strong, 20 to 30, 35 miles an hour sustained. Gusts have still been in the 40, 50, 60 mile an hour range. That's after we had gusts earlier today in the 70 to 80 mile an hour range. That's making those wind chills feel more like the single digits and teens, so very cold out there. As we look at what we've got going on, most of the high wind warnings have been dropped here for the immediate area. These not showing up right now on our map currently, but high wind warnings cover basically a huge part of the country here as we're seeing severe weather in those areas as well. And this is what we've got for winds right now. You'll see where the winds are here. And as we go over the next couple of hours, look at the winds die down. Tomorrow's going to be a relatively calm day, but notice some more breezes come back in as we get into Friday. Bus stop forecast tomorrow. Getting on the bus, we're going to be mostly in the clear with temperatures out there in the low to mid-teens. And on the way home, we're going to deal with partly cloudy skies and temps back into the low 40s. Let's take a look at Futurecast then for tonight. Just a few clouds out there, winds decreasing. It's not going to be really a bad night. It is going to be chilly, but aside from that, not bad. Overnight lows are going to fall down into the teens for many of us. Some areas may actually flirt with some upper single digits, believe it or not. Now, tomorrow we're going to start the day with sunshine, a lot of it out there. And then by evening, we'll see a few clouds roll in. But generally speaking, tomorrow is going to be a mostly sunny day and not nearly as windy, a much calmer day across the state. After today's day of tornadoes and thunderstorms in the eastern part of the state and damaging winds all across our state, we have high temperatures tomorrow, 30s and low 40s out there. Nothing coming in the precip or snowfall forecast really here to speak of for the next couple of days and really for the next week almost. Decreasing winds, 17 tonight for a low. Tomorrow, we're going to deal with sunshine out there. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s. And then our 7-day forecast, we get breezy again and cooler on Friday. Look at Friday night's low down around 8. We warm up a little bit on Saturday into the low 40s. 50s on Sunday, cooler back into the 40s Monday, and then 50s Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. and we'll be getting close to Christmas time. Maybe a storm system right as we approach Christmas Eve into Christmas Day.
A community is connections, friends, family, schools, teams. At Allo, we're honored to be a part of your community. As members of the community, we're committed to ensuring people stay connected to the services they need. That's why we're participating in the FCC's Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. We're providing low and no-cost broadband to qualifying community members. Go to allofiber.com/EBB to learn more.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It's been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Welcome back. For this week's featured pet of the week, we meet Mary, a very sweet, young, energetic young lady who's looking for an active, forever family to go home with. This is Mary, a 9-month lab retriever mix that loves going for long walks and cuddling up on the couch with you. Staff at PHS says Mary really just wants to be with people. Her adoption cost is $150. That includes her spay, microchipping, and vaccinations. To meet Mary or any of the dogs and cats they have available for adoption, you can head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society during normal business hours.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The Community Calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, another administrative position will be opening soon for the city of Gering, as the city council this week accepted the resignation of the city's human resources director. Tammy Cooley's last day in office will be December 21st, with her final day in the city on the 26th, ending 6 years in the post. During this week's city council meeting, city administrator Pat Heath praised Cooley for all she has done for local government and city staff.
She's handled the employee insurance, our insurance program, health insurance program, and she's done a great job at that, getting employees signed up every year for the insurance. That's a task in itself. And then she's handled the payroll for the last year or so, and she's done a great job at that. And, she's just been great at, helping the employees when they come on, getting them signed up for all their benefits, and signed up for payroll, and she's just done an awesome job.
Cooley's departure will open the second vacancy among upper-level administrative posts for the city. Heath says the city is still actively seeking qualified applicants to fill the city's finance director position. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.